Yo guys, it's Nana the Jet Paradox here, and yeah, honestly, I thought I wanted to make this video because I'm running out of time right now. So yeah, we got to do this. So yeah, welcome to this video where I'm actually going to be showing off this is my accounts on this website that is called Scratch. So yeah, since Scratch, this year marks 15 years. This year also marks 10 years of my experience within this website. I believe in the last video I actually made a sort of like a short, quick video on behalf of the fact that I'm actually going to be doing just, I guess, a video on just going through some of my Scratch accounts on this website, because of the fact that it's been 10 years since I've actually been on this website. Just it's an experience. So yeah, without no further ado, let's go. So this time, by starting off this video, we're going to be going on to my first ever account, that is Jet 7. Yes, I did show this video on on a video that I made back in January. So yeah, this is the first Scratch account that I've ever made. Of course, as you can see here in that picture, it's closed for good because I decided to close the account because I just didn't plan on using it anymore. So yeah, been around for 10 years and 8 months. Of course, could have actually done this back in January, but uni stuff. And yeah, so yeah, it's been 10 years since I joined made this account, use this account. Sorry, I'm kind of getting tongue-tied there. So yeah, it's been 10 years. So yeah, we're going to be going through my projects, obviously. Yeah, so yeah, this is the first project that I actually made. However, I would say this project, I didn't actually made it from the ground up. This was actually from a sample project. So back when I used to join Scratch, before, in fact, the website you're looking at right now was completely different back in 2012, and with that, had this a version called 1.4. Before 2.0, Scratch Desktop, there was 1.4. This and 1.4 was the current version of Scratch when I joined when I first joined Scratch. And within Scratch, within that software, there's actually sample projects that users can actually I guess use to actually make their own game rather than doing it from the ground up. Just despite the fact that they can't be able to, they won't have any knowledge of scripting. For example, scripting. So of course, with the sample project, I mean, of course, it could also, you can also learn from it by looking at the scripts on how the game actually works, the side scroller works. So yeah, even though this is a remix of this project from another another project by this person, but this is the original project to where people started using it to kind of make their own sort of side-scrolling game. So this is actually from the sample projects team, which is I think this is basically Scratch's the company account make this game. So of course, like I said, this right here, it was for people to kind of use it to make it their own sort of side-scrolling game rather than doing it from the ground up. Of course, this project is about 12 years old, which is insane. So yeah, this is basically it. This is what I use, and of course I remixed it from this project, which was remixed using this sampling project. Of course, you can actually get that sampling project to sort of to actually make the side-scrolling game, but of course, this side scroller is actually very outdated. If you actually, let me just play around. Let me just put this on full screen. See, if you play it right now, yeah, this is literally my first game. This is the end. Of course, the platform and everything that you see there is actually made by the sample projects. I just didn't really care. Of course, Sonic, as you may see, Sonic is completely static. It doesn't have any animation. And yeah, and of course, the jump is like just infinite jump. Because of course, this side scroller is sample is very outdated, like very very outdated, and of course you can't even die at all. So yeah, and the collision and all that is just not the best. And you see, as you go through, you just get sucked in. It's just, yeah, it's not the greatest. So yeah, yeah. So now we're gonna move on. I'm gonna move on though to, I don't know. Let me see which one Let me see which project literally changed. Oh yeah, this one. We're not gonna actually talk about it. This is actually a complete remix project. I thought this will actually, because this was, I don't know why I even uploaded this. I don't know why I decided that okay, let me just like get someone's project and just remix it and just put the 3 on it. I mean, I was 12 years old, I didn't know any better, and this is the original project. It's actually quite a decent project. I mean, of course, this is the time it actually, was published. But yeah, I don't know why I did that. I actually decided to remix someone's project without changing anything. Yeah, I mean, remixing on Scratch is has always been a thing on Scratch, like remixing people's project by adding your own twist. But me, what I did here, I just didn't really change much. I just put the number 3 there, and that was it. Which was actually, looking at it, it's just kind of disrespectful. But yeah, of course, also did and within this account, I started this series called Knuckles Emerald, which is some sort of like an episodic series based around Knuckles going back to look, just to monitor the Emerald. But yeah, this is basically sort of like a cover intro for the series that I'm going to make. And yeah, and did you know Knuckles the Echidna lives in Angel Island for his fault, which doesn't even make any sense. I don't understand. He lives in Angel Island. He's basically like the last of the Echidna tribe. Of course, we all know that. For his fault, it doesn't even make sense. So basically, I guess in a sense, he will do whatever it takes to keep the Master Emerald. He will do whatever it takes. Because, given that he's the last of his kind. I guess when you look at it, that's what I'm trying to imply. That he has to do whatever it takes to protect the Master Emerald. Will he find it out or sooner? So of course, yeah, the plot twist is that, spoiler, the Emerald is missing. The Master Emerald is missing. Of course, he was going to look for the Master Emerald, and yeah, and this is Knuckles the Flyer, which is basically, actually, hold on a minute. Knuckles the Flyer. Actually, no, this was way before I made this series. Actually, never mind. So yeah, Knuckles Emerald. This is basically a gameplay which is actually based on the sample project that was used for Sonic Run, and the rings. Let's just say that the rings was not actually done by me, but it was actually done by someone from a different project, and I decided that let me just use that let me use that asset for the game. So yeah, March 3rd, 2012 was the first, episode where, which is a side scroller for Knuckles Emerald. And this was probably like the first time I created this sort of formula for other series as well, other series I made on later accounts that I made later in that year, 2012. So yeah, I also did Sonic City as well. Actually, should we? Yeah, let's actually talk about Sonic City. And hold on, I'm trying to actually look. Yeah, Sonic City. I think this was probably the first time let's actually move to Sonic City later. But let me go on Modern Sonic real quick. So yeah, this was basically just Sonic. Of course, I didn't actually understand how to use. I never understood how to make it so that the picture the white background disappears. I don't know. And this was the first time I actually implemented animation onto the character as well. But of course, if you stand, it just keeps running. And of course, I later adapted it to other games, just like this one, Sonic Generations, in the desert island or whatever picture. let's go. I don't know. I was 12 years old. I didn't know what I was doing. And yeah, I also did Shadow Sonic the Werehog as well. Yeah, I also did that to Werehog. I don't understand why that is actually facing that direction, but I don't care. I mean, this is a 10-year-old project that I made. So yeah, Sonic and Seaside Hill. In fact, we need to actually, let me go to Sonic. Yeah, let's go back to Sonic City. So Sonic City was this one, of course, and I did that to Sonic City 2, which is basically like a sequel to Sonic City. But I don't think that actually ever happened. Like, I didn't create a project based on it, on that intro, on behalf of that intro, and it's coming soon in March. Yeah, I don't think I did that. So yeah, and I also did Sonic City 3, which actually introduces Tails as a companion, but that was not actually, I don't think that was actually implemented either. And they have to catch up to so there's context behind this game where they were supposed to catch up to a helicopter, which is kind of paying a homage to Speed Highway in Sonic Adventure, where they have to, in a section, there's a section where, Sonic and Tails, or just Sonic himself, has to, catch up to grabs onto a helicopter, and then, there's a sequence where the helicopter drags Sonic into a different location. Yeah, so that never happened. I don't think that even ever. Yeah, that never happened. And I also did some Sonic. This was probably the first Sonic Colors fan game. But yeah, that was just. It was just yeah. And yeah, and I did. Of course, yeah. Going back to. Oh yeah, this was actually no. This is my first Super Mario game. And yeah, I don't know why I made this game, but. Yeah, that was my first Mario game. It's not very well done, but yeah. So I just went on to continue. Of course, going back to Sonic Knuckles Emerald, I went on to continue the episode. This was another intro to the second episode, even though I called it Knuckles Emerald 2. It's basically episode 2. Where Knuckles is actually flying in the sky, which is actually on behalf of this project, which was actually a remix project of this one here. This is actually, by the way, this user right here was one of the first friends that I made on this website back in the day. And yeah, I remixed her project. Is a she, by the way. I remixed her project to make the next episode. Hold on, where's that project? Oh yeah, by the way, just ignore these other WTF stuff. I don't know why. Also, during the time I was actually making this account, making stuff, I also decided to just do some just weird stuff, just bloopers, and just random bloopers, goofy ass stuff that just. Oh, goofy, yeah. Oh, yeah, there it is. There's the Knuckles Emerald 2. So this is basically a remix of this one, which is a remix of the other project, of the project by this particular person. So I did that to serve as the second episode where, Knuckles is literally flying through the air. And yeah, of course, this actually led him to a portal. Actually, let me just lower the volume a little. There we go. Here we go again. Yeah, that's right. Oh. So he's just flying. Just flying. And that's it, really. So this is basically some sort of like a wormhole, a portal wormhole, and this is basically the scene which was to resolve Knuckles encountering that wormhole. What's going on? Yeah, and of course, with that, basically concludes the end of Knuckles Emerald. Actually, I did went on to continue the episode of Knuckles Emerald in a different account, but there's a reason why that I had to do that. There is a reason why I had to do that, and we'll get into that later. But for now, we're going to be talking about this project, that I was actually planning to make called Billy Hatcher Catch Many Eggs. Basically an intro or sort of an announcement trailer to say, yes, I'm gonna work on this game. I mean, similar to how I did for Knuckles Emerald and Sonic City 2 and 3. You know, yeah, this is sort of the formula that I use to kind of introduce to people. Yeah, yes, I am going to work on this game. This is the trailer, a static trailer of a particular game that I'm going to work on. And yeah, so yeah, that game never happened. But of course, there is another reason. It's the same reason as to why. It's basically the same reason as the the continuation of Knuckles Emerald. But yeah, and this was Sonic Rivals as well. I did another Sonic Rivals game, the single run. Basically, well, even though Sonic Rivals consists of two people trying to duke it out in a running race, like in a battle run. So yeah, it's just a single person running. Yeah, so all these characters here will have their own stage to run on. Of course, the first one being Sonic the Hedgehog. And I think this was the first time I actually implemented a timer. I don't know. I could have sworn I actually had a timer here. But yeah, this is basically like so you see, if you look at these comments, the record 23 seconds, yada yada yada. But of course, yeah, I did actually implement a timer somewhere. Hold on. Yeah, this is basically what happens. You see, back in the day on Scratch, back in like before 2.0, before this website literally changed, there was a time where you just have to download the project and then open it on the software, and then just have to look at it. But nowadays you just click see inside and it will just send you straight to the project. Yeah, fun times, man. Yeah, I don't think is there the time variable. I'm just trying to look for the variable, the time variable. Oh, yeah, it's right here. But what sprite is it on? That's the question. Okay. Oh, there it is. If the time reaches to 69. Nice. So yeah, time reaches to 69. Okay, so if it reaches to 6, I don't think I showed the time. Oh, I think I had to get to the gold ring. Okay, so I think if Sonic were to touch the gold ring, set time. Yeah, I didn't set it to show. Huh, strange. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So yeah, yeah, I don't think oh, there it is. If you see that right here. Huh. I could have sworn I didn't. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, I didn't set it to show. Even though originally it was showing, but maybe because of the way Scratch, I guess maybe this is due to Scratch's update to the website, and it's sort of affected the projects. I mean, hence why in this project you saw the Werehog, just facing the wrong direction. I think, yeah, because I feel like it has to do with Scratch's update to the website and just everything in their software. But it is what it is. I can't be asked to fix it. I mean, it's just a boring project. And I also did this. Oh yeah, and this thing. Sonic Rush 3. This is actually based on the fan soundtrack. I mean, I highly suggest you actually check it out, or just search it up on YouTube. Soundtrack, and I don't know why I just put it there. I don't know why I just did that. I don't know. And yeah, Sonic's, which is actually based on a sort of a fan character by this animator called Rice Pirate. Yeah, I guess he's a web animator on Newgrounds. I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with him. So I kind of did that. And this was 2015. And yeah, and this is 5 years on Scratch. And this was the last project that I made. Yeah. Called Knuckles Flyer, which is like the legitimate flying game. But you also attack enemies as well. Yeah, and that was really it. This was March 25th, 2017. 5 years ago. That was my latest project. And that was really it. In fact, I did actually make this game back in 2015 originally, yes. And yeah, let's go back to Oh yeah, also Billy Hatcher was also the sequel. I actually managed to get this game to work. Brought this game to fruition in 2015. So yeah, it was a fun game. Hell, I wouldn't mind remaking this on Unity Engine, which is an engine that I'm actually kind of getting into now. I mean, I've known Unity for 5 years, but I'm actually getting into it now. But it's just laziness. It's just laziness. It's just pain, bro. I just don't like. I hate being lazy. But yeah, that's basically my main focus when it comes to game development. My focus is Unity now. So yeah, I actually ended up making 2 games last year. I'll put the description, the link in the description below to those games. But yeah. So yeah, that was it. So the reason why I ended up making these projects, and actually there was a gallery that I made dedicated to Knuckles Emerald. Yeah, you see Ghana Knuckles in Sonic Mania art style sprite. And yeah, so yeah, this is the continuation of Knuckles Emerald and the intro and everything. And yeah, and this was probably the episode introduction, and that never happened. The gameplay never happened. So yeah, the reason why I ended up continuing the episode of Knuckles Emerald in this account was for the simple fact that I did something that actually pissed off Scratch. Literally pissed off Scratch. Even though, I mean, given how old I was and not knowing any better, I decided that I thought it would be okay to be crude, just to use profanity in projects, in my projects, in the comments of other people's projects and whatnot, to the point where Scratch had enough and then banned me. Literally banned. Yeah, they banned my account around April of 2012. Before I was able to even bring this game that I introduced back in March of 2012 to fruition. But yeah, it really sucked. I mean, well, it didn't. No, I guess it sucked for the fact that I made that mistake, but I didn't really care because I ended up making more accounts around April. Even Jet Dude 11 was actually this account. Hold on, this account Jet Dude 11 was an account that I later on made. I think I did this. Yeah, I made this account back in May of that year. But before that, I made another account, which I'll probably show in another video if I'm able to get myself into doing so. And yeah, and that's actually Jet 8. Yes, this was supposed to be like a sequel, like a rebrand of Jet 7. But because I got my Jet 7 account back, I decided to close this account because yeah. But I'm not gonna go through it. I'm not gonna go through that. So yeah, that's it really. I got this account back in 2015 because I realized that I can literally just get this account back by simply emailing them that what I did was just horrible, and then But actually what made me do it is that when I went back to my Jet 7 account, they actually removed that account, which actually got me so scared that I was like, nah, there's no way I'm going to go back and let them just take my account away like that, because I didn't actually take any action. So what am I going to do? What I'm going to do is that I'm going to actually email them and tell them that, I just need this account back, please. This is like a legacy account. This is my first and oldest account in all of Scratch. So yeah, and ever since then, from 2015, I just posted all these projects, all these content, and that was really it. After that, I decided to close this account because I'm no longer using this account anymore. In fact, there are other accounts that I'm actually planning to use, but I don't know if I will use them anymore. But yeah, and these are the comments. Oh, someone said, can we be friends, please? Even though I said I've closed my account, but I don't think he probably understood. I mean, he's probably a kid, so he doesn't understand the fact that my account is closed. I'm no longer active on this account. I wanted to show you other accounts that I have on Scratch, but I just don't want the video to be so long. Hence why I think a couple minutes ago I said that I'm gonna actually do it in another. I'm gonna show off this account Jet Dude 11 in another video if I'm able to actually do the video without feeling lazy and stuff. So yeah, I guess that's it really. Yeah, this is the first Scratch account, and 10-year journey. In fact, I would say there were I would say after 2019, when Scratch had a version 3, which was Scratch Desktop, but we call that version 3. I call it, it's referred to version 3 anyway. Was the time where I just kind of didn't feel like doing Scratch anymore. I just kind of fell off of Scratch. I just didn't really feel the need, even though I would say that the consistency of putting our projects on Scratch and all those accounts were like a lot, maybe around 2012 to maybe early 2013. Mid 2013 was probably like the time where I decided that let me just I don't know, it was a time where I just decided not to be consistent in posting projects anymore, because of the fact that, I guess because of YouTube. Because when I rediscovered YouTube and people just making content, I kind of got into it more than I was more invested in YouTube. And hence why I kind of fell off Scratch by posting less. Because 2012 was like the year where I was consistent. Like any just random looking project that doesn't make sense, I'll put it out on a website. I was that consistent. But yeah, and now, I mean, I would still use Scratch maybe to update projects, but in terms of making new projects, I don't know. I'll probably just, if I were to make a new project, I'll probably just do only one project, work on one project, and that's it. Because my focus is now on other legitimate like game engines, like Unity, mainly Unity. Unreal, Unreal. I don't know. That'll be that. If I get confident with Unity, then I'll probably consider, because Unreal is kind of a pain. I mean, it's a good engine, but it's just I don't know. It's complicated. But I love Unity. I just like Unity. Unity is better. I mean, I used to like Unreal over the Unity, but now Unity is just like feels better. But yeah, Scratch. 15 years of Scratch. 10 years of Scratch. Yeah, it's my 10-year journey on Scratch. This is the first account, and yeah, I might actually do another an episode. We probably might turn this into an episode. I don't know. I'll probably do a part. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's gonna be a part 2, but I don't know when I'm actually gonna do it and upload it. But yeah, that's it, guys. This has been me just showing off my Scratch. Even though I think in the beginning of the video I said that I'm gonna be showing off my Scratch account, but of course I can't do that now because the video I don't want the video too long. So yeah, this is the first Scratch account, and yeah, this is the video where I'm actually showing off Scratch. In terms of my accounts, this is the first account, and yeah, that's really it. Of course, this is also, I made this game as well, Super Mario Maker, but you have to find out in the next video and to see. But yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Just like the video, comment. You don't have to subscribe. Actually, subscribing to my channel is completely optional, but what the hell, my hands was just in the way of the camera. So yeah, subscribe is completely optional, to be honest. But I hope you like this video though, and at least comment as well. Yeah, just at least do those two, and that's it. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to comment, but just give it a like. Yeah, I just want a like. I want that like. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Peace, and Jet Paradox out of here, and I'll see you in the next episode or maybe in the next video about something else. Yeah. Peace. Jet Paradox out of here, and I'll see you soon.